Well, we got one from this hole. Fish on. What is cracking, you fishing jamokes? Eastern PA Fishing here. Once again, we are on another fishing mission. It is going up to a whopping 61 degrees today, so I want to spend as much time outdoors and hit as many spots as possible. We might only catch 1 trout or 0 trout at each spot, but regardless, we are definitely going to catch some fish. So I hope you guys all liked the episode. If at any point in time you do, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel if you have not already. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing. And we made it. Good spot. I was catching them here the other day, so hopefully once again we're gonna catch them. So like I said, the goal of today was to hit as many spots as possible. So we're gonna see if we can catch a couple here, and then we're gonna move immediately. Ooh, just had a bite. Got some super weird weather here in Pennsylvania over the last week. 61 today. All week it's been in the 50s. I think it's going to be in the 50s for the rest of the week as well. Very odd weather for January, but I am definitely digging it. There we go, fish on. First one of the day, if we can land them. What do we got here? Ooh, brown. This is the first brown I've caught from the stock. There we go, first one of the day. Not a very pretty one, but a trout nonetheless. Well, we got one from this hole. Ooh, he's off. All right, spot number 1 and trout number 1. I think we might try to catch one more from this hole because that didn't take too long. And then we're gonna head downstream to the next hole. Got to hit as many holes as possible and catch as many fish as possible. 1 trout, 1 spot. We have to try a pink trout magnet before we change spots. Oh, I just had one. Are you kidding me? Making our way to the next spot. First stop was definitely worth it because we caught a fish. So let's see if we can do that again at the next spot. Spot number 2. Let's see if we can make this one count as well. Still fishing with this little trout worm. They seem to like it. This is definitely one of the better holes on this stretch of the creek. Gotta be some trout here. Alrighty, let's try a good old-fashioned trout fishing lure. Rooster tail spinner. So 1/24 of an ounce rainbow trout colored rooster tail, and I have a very, very tiny split shot on there. Just for a little bit of castability, and so this lure works properly. Some of the smaller spinners don't really work well unless you put a little weight to them. Well, spot number 2, complete bust. This spot is starting to get a little beat out. Not looking extremely promising. Definitely didn't stock any of these holes down here. Most of the time in the fall, the fish don't really have to move from the holes that they're stocked in. There's enough moving water and oxygen to go around. Not like in the spring, they're eager to move and, you know, find some spots where they can hunker down. Definitely have to get to some of my wild trout fishing holes soon. A lot of these stockies are a little beat out. Well, we just fished about 3 or 4 more holes on the way down here and still no trout, other than the first one we caught at the first spot. It's honestly really hard for me to believe that any fish made it down this far, even with all the rain. Alrighty, now I could drive to the next spot, which honestly I probably should do so I don't get soaking wet, but who cares? This is the spot where we unfortunately have to cross. Oh, there's some slippery rocks. All right, I made my way to another stretch of creek. Quite a few little spots here and there to pop in and out of. Hopefully we're gonna catch trout number 2 for the day. So far we've hit about 4 or 5 spots. Another hole. Don't really have much confidence in this one. And there's reasons why I didn't have much confidence in this hole. Actually never caught a trout from here, but I have seen trout here before. Not this year, but in years past. Another spot, no additional trout. Another hole, extremely similar to the last one. Just as unproductive, most likely. Nothing there either. That was spot number 6 or 7. We've stopped at quite a few holes so far and not caught many fish at all. Maybe I need to go back to a little soft plastic. Maybe I just need to hit some different spots. Oh, nothing at this spot either. Alrighty, we just explored this stretch of creek pretty well. I don't think I missed any holes in between here and there. So we are gonna hop back in my vehicle, drive to the next spot, and hopefully catch some more fish. Definitely not as productive of a day as I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna finish up fishing these last few holes here. I might hit that one hole by the bridge that I caught a trout from earlier, just on my way out of here. And the next stretch of creek that we hit is gonna have a bunch of trout waiting for us to catch them. Let's go hit the bridge, then hop in the whip, go find some more fish. Another spot. Saw a couple, but none of them would bite. Let's keep heading downstream to the next spot. Just some dope little rapids. It's a shame there's nothing in here. Man, if I could catch one out of here, that would be so sick. I don't think there's any trout in these holes though. Kind of an interesting little spot. Now, I know they did not stock here, but this is definitely a hole that some trout could have pushed down into. One way to find out. Oh, I don't see any trout here. Maybe if I was using a spinner or something. Another unlikely spot. Definitely not stocked. But there might be some fish here. All right, we hit a lot of spots and we didn't catch many fish at all. Only one actually. So we came to a spot that we have not yet hit, and hopefully this is where we're gonna catch ourselves some more trout. We will definitely see. Ah, man. Well, this stinks. Fish on. There we go, finally. Number 2, we can land this dude. Man, that's a nice fish too. And that is a fat rainbow. Nice fish. Right on the lip. That is just what you want. Wet my other hand real quick so I can show you guys. There we go. Nice rainbow trout. Second fish of the year. Whoa, holy smokes. Oh man, that was terrible. I'm sorry, Mr. Trout. But he is swimming off just fine. This has been a good day of fishing so far. I almost don't want to cast the same color back out there. I think I might immediately switch off colors. See if we can get another fish to bite. Man, I sure hope that trout doesn't tell his friends. I'd like to catch another one here today. We are running a little low on GoPro charge at this point. I wasn't expecting for today to go like it did. I kind of thought I would catch a few more trout here and there, but we did catch some fish, and that's all that really matters, I guess, right? I have a video for you guys. So let's see if they'll eat this natural color. Another spot. I am gonna start working my way back now. Threw on a little rooster tail spinner. Not getting any follows. Not getting any bites either. Well, let's start fishing our way back upstream. I think it's about time we call it. Boy. Well, if we don't catch anything on the way back, 2 fish in the bag. I fished at least 10 or 12 different spots. Quite a day of fishing and not really much of a day of catching. That is definitely all right though. The main goal of today for me was to just get outside. So mission complete. If we catch any more fish here today, it'll just be a good little bonus.